Robert Tolliver, 4400 Southwest 3rd Avenue in Amarillo. Charter, Article 2, Power and Division 1, General Section 2, Ordinances generally enacted, enforcement. The City of Amarillo shall have the power to enact and enforce ordinances necessary to protection, health, life, and property. It goes on further to say, provided that no ordinance shall be enacted inconsistent with the provisions of this charter or the general laws or Constitution of the State of Texas. The language of Ordinance 7366 is inconsistent and conflicts with the State of Texas Transportation Code, specifically in the municipality's legislative body, you, the City Council's attempt to, quote, supplement in nature, and have actually attempted to redefine the state's previous definition of wireless. It is a violation of Texas State Local Government Code, Section 51.012. The City Council has broken and violated Robert's Rules of Order made to Ordinance 7366 as presented on 9/6/12 for the first reading and receiving approval 4-1. According to Robert's Rules and the Amarillo Policy and Procedures for enacting an ordinances, Number 7366 had significant and substantive changes, thereby creating a different and thereby a new ordinance. And said new ordinance must go through the process, and it did not. Therefore, the ordinance is invalid. As the City Council, City Manager, Mayor, and City Council knowingly, willfully, and intentionally presented and misrepresented Ordinance 7366 and passed a defective and invalid ordinance, you not only have violated public trust, but you have violated your fiduciary responsibility as elected officials, the legislative body of Amarillo, including but not limited to breaking Robert's Rules of Orders, violating the Home Rule governance and statutes of the Charter and Code of the City of Amarillo. Be it further known, you have willfully, knowingly, and intentionally broken Texas State Code, Section 51.0.12, Ordinance Regulations. And additionally, the same section, 51.003, the Texas State Code, Municipal Act, or preceding presumed valid. Item B, this section does not apply to number 4, an ordinance that, at the time it was passed, was preempted by statute of this state or the United States. You've also been in violation of the Amarillo, Texas Code, Division 1, Section 2. All of the actions listed above, as I've stated, are a declaration from me on the actions taken on September 18th and renders Ordinance 7366 invalid, null, and void. Further, violation of Robert's Rules and your fiduciary responsibility and your willful and knowing actions, each member collectively and individually may be open and vulnerable to legal charges and discipline.
Time.
Would anyone else like to make a comment, please?
California 4427 South Hayden. I feel that I must address some of the comments following my statements last week. First, I stated that DJ Stevens had lied to this commission. If you watch the video of the work session of the City Commission that is on the Amarillo Independence website for January 24th this year, at the 53-minute and 2-second mark, there begins an exchange. Robertson Green asks DJ Stevens if the Traffic Commission, not individuals in the Traffic Commission, but the Traffic Commission had looked at any studies or done any research. DJ Stevens answered, yes. What I provided you was the information that was given to the Traffic Commission. I got that information from Taylor Withrow the week after that meeting. There is in that, there's some sample ordinances, there's some information about what other cities and states have done in regards to electronic devices while driving. There's a bullet sheet on some information on distracted driving, specifically texting while driving. But there's nothing in there that, in my opinion, can be considered research. There's not a study. There's some citations of studies. But none of that was even discussed in that meeting. I was there. I was at that meeting. And I have requested audio of that meeting, which I haven't received any word back from yet. So I don't think that I was out of line in saying that. She misrepresented completely what they had done at that meeting. After that, yes, they did a lot of research. They read a lot of studies and talked about all of that quite extensively. But at that time, they had not. Secondly, I'm not sure that it was directed at me, but just in case it was, Mayor Harpole said that he had discounted some of the comments because someone had disregarded studies and discounted studies, but then used studies to make a point. I read a lot of studies about all of this in the last year, and I've never discounted those studies. I disagree with the conclusions sometimes, but they are good information. So I didn't discount those studies, I just disagreed with their conclusions. And lastly, I don't know if I got it right or not, but it seemed that you were saying that a citizen should not come and call into question the actions or motivations of board members appointed by the city. If I can't come as a citizen and bring to your attention things that commissioners have done that I feel is wrong, where's the accountability? How are these people held accountable? They're not make policy, and they should be held accountable for that. Thank you.